Hey guys, how you doing? It's Alan with MAdden, and we're just gonna this is a webinar for all the new agents that have just signed up. So we're gonna wait a minute here and wait for everybody to start to join here. And if you guys wanna just once you guys join, let me know that you're on here. Right where I type down there. And we'll give it just a few minutes for some people to join, and then we'll get going. Hey Dave, how you doing? Good morning. And we'll give it a couple minutes here. And give me one sec. Okay. And looks like we're waiting on viewers, so just give it a second here. And we have another webinar at 11 o'clock. That's for people that are already agents. So this is for all new agents. All right. So if you guys that are just coming on know how to use the live chat down there, you can just type in there "good morning" to let us know that you're on there. And we can go from there. And there's another webinar at 11 o'clock for people that have already been onto the webinars before, unless you want to hear about the program. So let me just make sure also that okay, looks like we have 2 viewers now. All right. And like we talked about last week, we're going to have 2 webinars today. So okay. So, hey Jessica, how are you? Okay, so it looks like we have 3 or 4 people on here, and this is actually supposed to be for new agents, but that's okay. So we're gonna have to figure out if nobody got the memo here. So if that's the case, then we'll just do one today. It depends on who jumps on here. Oh, here we have some more people joining right now, it looks like. So, and there's David. Good morning, David. Okay. So we might keep it the same. We might just keep it the same as it is for today, because it looks like, even though we talked about it on Wednesday, we'll probably just keep this webinar. And then next week, what we'll do is all you guys that have been on the webinars before, we'll do some more advanced stuff. And we're actually going to be doing some new trainings this week as well. So we'll be adding new trainings and some new tools. And then we actually should have this commercial that you guys have been asking for and wanting, should be ready to go for February 1st. The system that we have for you, by the way, it looks like they're integrating a few more things into it. So we're going to try to get that done. But the commercial with the link and all that type of good stuff should be available for you. And a lot of the different things that you guys have been looking for will be available to you. And then as far as the whole operations of it, it's just so you guys understand the way that databases work and what the new system does. It's a complete new version of what the system does overall together. So it's a lot more complex. It has a lot more available to you. All the training tools are actually right inside of the website. And then the commercial is a video that's actually in the website as well that has a link attached to it, that when you sign up a new, when you show that to somebody new, they can sign up underneath you as either a member or an agent of leads that we have on Wednesday that we're working on for everybody. So that way you guys can see the leads that the agents are sending in, and it looks like that $100 is going to be talked about on Wednesday too, because it looks like we have a few of the agent leads that are getting ready to close. So we'll go over that on Wednesday for you. But what I want to do today is, this is supposed to be a webinar for the new people. I don't even know if we have anybody who hasn't been on a webinar. Has anybody not been on a webinar yet? Do we have any? Let's see. Yes, Jessica. Jessica, and can you do me a favor? What day did you send those leads in? Do you have a date that you sent those in? Because Brandon and I were actually having a conversation about you the other day. And did you send them in through the mobile application, or did you send them in through the website? How did you send those in? And I'm actually going to go right now into the system real quick and take a look into the leads that you sent in. So let me take a look if I can pull them up. We have a lot of leads that came in, and let me do this. Let me pull up if I can pull it up on this computer. Everything's already pulled up on my other one, but if I can log in here, because I do want to talk about the leads that are coming in real quick since we're talking about it. So let's take a look. All right, here we go. So here we go, leads. Okay, so, and I did get, it looks like Alvin Jones is a lead here from him, and that was sent in from the website. And here's some leads here. Oh, there we go. There's Jessica. All right, there we go. So, all right, below our details. Okay, and I have Roger. Didn't see the lead on FB from late December. Doesn't show up in my Excel spreadsheet. Okay, and let's see what this one is. Brandon, Tamara. Okay, so we have a few new leads in the system that just came in. It looks like on the 24th. And okay, so let me get back to you guys. Let me cancel this out real quick. So, okay, so Jessica, yeah, so I do have, it looks like if you had, I see one lead from you. If you want to, just to be careful, just to resend just in case through the website, if you sent more than one, because I have one in there, it looks like. But if you sent more than one, Jessica, because Brandon said that you might have a couple, and I'll actually call them this weekend and we'll go through them Monday. So on the leads that you guys send in, what we do is we're going to be sending out, we're going to actually give you guys something to use too. It's a little tool. It's kind of a spreadsheet. So just to let you know, because we're the only company that does anything like this, and this is for people that might be kind of new, we're the only company that has a multitude of business services all in one place for business owners, okay? We're also the only company that I know of for people that want to make money from home that has a system that kind of walks you through the whole situation of starting a business and then making money with that business. So again, this system is designed for you guys to have a business and to learn how businesses are set up. And it's the reason why it's so easy to actually, work with the system is because every single business, when you start a business, needs the same exact things to start up. You need an idea, a business plan. You need an LLC. You need, some products or services to sell. You need a website to be able to expose those things. And then you need to learn, the dynamics of regular business, accepting credit cards, things like that. Now, you guys have most of that stuff covered for you because you have customer service and salespeople as well that work for you. You have a website, obviously. You have training. You don't need an LLC to get started with us. Having an LLC obviously is going to help you, when you write off your taxes and things like that. But this is by no means designed to be, a way to make $1 million overnight. And as a matter of fact, there is no system that actually does that. If there was, we would surely know about it or tell you about it. So we know everybody that's in this industry as far as, people that want to make money from home and sell different, funnels and systems that get people enrolled into make money from home schemes. As a matter of fact, we know a lot of the people that develop leads. They're called lead developers, and they use a funnel. If you guys saw what Brandon's funnel looked like that he developed, and all a funnel is a bunch of videos attached to each other where people fill out information, and typically, and you guys have seen them, if you're on this webinar right now, you definitely saw something at some point that said, hey, are you interested in making money from home? Or you saw some video of some guy just like me, maybe even a better designed, commercial, very similar to the one that we're going to give you. So that commercial that we're going to give you, that's exactly what we're giving you is a funnel. We're going to give you guys a funnel to enroll new agents underneath you. And it looks like we'll be able to also give you some other videos where you guys will be able to post them at different places for the different business services. Brandon has created a funnel that he's using that's actually creating leads for 0% processing. So that's why I would tell you is that, whether you are actually going out and approaching businesses or you're doing this online, we're going to give you the tools that you need in order to make money either way. But, I want to be clear on, any type of home-based business. The biggest reason that you can be successful with this is that the commissions that we pay out are large. Okay, so you have this large commission structure where you guys can make money that pays you every single month. So there's no reason to speed through this. As excited as you guys are to make money, obviously that's the goal. The good news is that once you have an account set up with us, that business is going to pay you forever, every single month, as long as they're using our services. So if they're processing credit cards, for example, with us, and you're making $100 a month on that account, you can cross that account off because we're going to work on that account for you, and we're going to sell them the other services they need. So, an average pitch sounds kind of like, what happens is that a lead will come in, and I'll go through a brief survey with them, and we're going to give you a copy of that survey as well. We'll probably have that ready for you for Wednesday, just so you can understand what we do on our end. But what we do is we take a brief survey with the business, letting them know that we're just there to help them. We ask them questions like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with your website, with your current website? What's your web address? Have you processed credit cards before? Are you processing credit cards now? What's your rate? Are you looking to get funding for your business? Different questions like that. Those are the main services that we offer: is credit card processing, loans, and then fixing up their website, which entails a lot of different things. That would be, including putting them on the first page of Google. That would include doing some type of paid marketing that we can target different areas and different demographics. We also have a keyword optimization package. And just so that you guys understand what that is, basically you have a website, you have a web presence, and then you have keyword optimization or SEO. So a website, obviously you guys have all seen a website before. Different companies have different websites. You guys have a website with MAdden. So with MAdden, you guys have your own link, and you can customize the website, believe it or not. If we let you into the back office to customize it, which we can do, we can add different things to the website. Some of you have white labels that are completely customized, but there's no need to customize the website. However, you then have a web presence, and that's what we want you guys to work on. And we're gonna be creating videos for you guys to show you how to create your web presence. Your web presence would include your social media, and it would include also putting yourself on different business directories, such as Google Business. Yelp is another business directory, yellowpages.com. As a matter of fact, you guys have a toolbar in your back office. It's called the reputation management system. Okay, that reputation management system, if you were to put in your name, your business, your phone number, or any business's information, it would take you through a cycle, and it will show you all the 50 biggest platforms that traffic goes to. So those platforms that you guys see. So if you go to a video, I think it's underneath MAdden agent. There's a video for the reputation management system that Brandon walks people through. We'll have another one of those videos created for you to make it a little bit more simple, and also for me to explain as we go through that video. But that video gives you the basics. A business will log on to it, and it will show them if they're on those big 50 business directories and platforms. Okay, those are the 50 biggest that get the most amount of traffic. Why is that important? Because once they're on that software, so basically that system that you have in the back office there, if you were to take a business through it, it will show them that they are in fact not on those big 50 platforms. They might be on a couple of them, but they really need to be on all of them. And so you guys also probably want to get on that platform once you can afford to do so. It's I think it's about $50 a month, which may sound like a lot of money right now. Once you start earning money, you definitely want to get that platform because it puts you on all of those business directories. So as a MAdden agent, the more exposure you have out there in your local area, now you become that local agent for MAdden that has all that exposure, and obviously people are going to come to you. So that's called a web presence. Once you're on those platforms, though, that's going to put you on, Facebook, Yelp, Google Business. If you go to MAdden and you type in Glendale, Arizona, you're going to see a bunch of stuff pop up. You're going to see we're registered with the Better Business Bureau. You're going to see that we're on Yelp. You're going to see that we're on Facebook. You're going to see all these different things that in YouTube. So that would be, that's all including our web presence. That's what a web presence is that when you type the name of the company in and the state that they're in or the city they're in, you actually find them. So that is created through, a lot of work by either doing a lot of work on the internet yourself and basically, getting online and creating a LinkedIn profile like we're going to show you how to do Tuesday night, and building out your own image for yourself. So that's what a web presence is. Okay. Now, what is keyword optimization? Keyword optimization is if somebody wants to be on the first page of Google for some specific keywords or phrases. Okay, let's just say it's, business loans. You guys might notice and that's the business you're in, is finance, right? So if you type in business loans into Google, you're going to notice that some different businesses come up. Now, right now, there's so much competition in it that you're going to see next to the little, so it's going to come up with different companies, but underneath that company, you're going to see something that says ad next to it. Okay, that's Google AdWords. There's so much competition in business funding that people are paying Google to have AdWords listed on there, and they pay per click for that top spot for those different things that people are typing in. So I might type in get funding for my business, and then all of a sudden I look and there's a bunch of companies that come up and there's an ad next to it. Okay, well, when I type in get funding for my business, that's the keyword optimization that we're referring to. Somebody is paying when you type those keywords in to have that top spot on Google. Now, we have a software that's really good for local businesses for whatever their business might be that puts them on the first page of Google. That's another product that we sell to businesses on your behalf. So when we work with businesses, we talk to them about, number one, creating a beautiful website. Number two, about their web presence, which would include that software, which is the reputation management software. All right, and it does a few more things than just expose them onto those 50 big directories. And then number three, we talk about keyword optimization, which means, hey, once somebody types these words into Google, then you're going to come up on the first page in your local area. So you would ask yourself, when sometimes companies are so big that if you type in certain things, they come up no matter what city or state you're in, they're going to come up on the first page when you type in those keywords. And that's kind of like when I refer to business funding, for example. I can do a little experiment right now, and I almost want to do it with, let me see if I can pull these screens apart and just do it on the new screen here so I can see you guys at the same time. So let me go to a new window, okay, and I'll give you an example so I can read it to you as I do it. There we go. And let me tell you what I find right now. And next time, and we are setting this up so that you guys will be able to see things on the screen, like a Zoom meeting while I do this. But if I type in get a loan for my business. All right, let's see what comes up right now. All right, so yep, so what I see is Cabbage comes up, Loan Builder, up, and look at that fun button. Our business partner comes up. A fun box comes up. So one of our banks comes up. So That's because they're so large. So we're partnered up with a few different banks, one of them being Fundbox, and they actually come right up on the first page of Google. Now, I don't get paid from that. So we don't get paid from that unless somebody goes through our portal, just like you guys don't get paid unless someone comes through your portal. So even though that's our part, is business services work, and the more agents that we have out there, the more businesses that you're approaching. Once we're able to speak with them with our professionally trained salespeople and our professional customer service people, then we do a good job for them. They're going to leave a good review on our website. And then it's only going to help you guys. The bigger that MAdden gets, obviously the better off that all of you are going to be, right? So with you guys have quite the commission structure for simply sending in referrals to us. So what we're going to be doing with this new system is you're going to have, members, which are going to be what you guys refer to as sub-agents right now. So all of the sub-agents will be, enrolled as members, okay? Then you have agents, which are you guys. And then there'll be people that are get enrolled and kind of bump up in positions called consultants. All right. Now, the system that we've set up for you guys is so powerful that you guys are logging in right now, and you guys are able to log into your back office. Your back office is about to look a lot different than what it looks like right now. Right now, it's fairly simple. You guys can send into a lead to us, and you guys can see what's going on with that lead. We can, pass notes back and forth. But the new system is much more intense, and it shows you exactly what's happening. It shows you all the different products that we offer. It shows you where the sales process is at with that agent and with that actual business owner. And as you guys move up in the rankings with us, those of you that really want to learn sales and want to learn how to close your own deals, you guys will be able to take tests, move up to like a consulting position, to where you guys can have leads coming in either from our company or from people that are within your downline, so to speak, and you guys can make the commission on those leads for closing the deal. So right now, you guys are getting paid a referral commission, which is a high commission, but you guys can also get paid a commission for closing your own deals. We're going to give you all the paperwork and all the stuff that you would need, and we're going to start teaching you about that stuff now, so that way when you guys want to do that, or if you guys want to do that, you guys can actually input the whole everything right into the website yourself and get the deals done yourself without us having to be a part of it. And we want to eventually get you to that point, but essentially when that happens, you might have 10 people in your downline, and you might have 10 members underneath you, and those members are going to be new. So they're going to log on to the webinars, and we're going to have pre-recorded webinars that are going to train them just like you're being trained now on each of the different services. You guys obviously are about to get that. So you guys are going to learn exactly what each service is and how it benefits a business owner, right? So what you're doing right now is you're going to either send a live transfer in, which is basically calling us from a business owner's point of business, or sending in a lead. Once you talk to a business owner and that lead comes into us, our sales department calls that lead and we close the deal. We let you know, hey, this lead is in this process right here. Thank you for sending in the lead, and we're working on it. Okay, so on those leads that you're sending in, when the deal's closed, obviously you get paid a referral commission. All right. Now, when you guys start entering, you get people in your downline, you're going to see everybody that's in your downline, and you're going to be able to see all the deals that they're working on as well. And because you guys get paid an override on that commission, all right, you guys will see how much money you guys are getting paid on that. Now, you guys that just want to do things online, that's completely fine, because if you get people enrolled underneath you that learn how to approach businesses or know how to do different little tricks on the internet, you guys can make an override commission on all those people underneath you. And that's why this is very universal as far as the way that you guys can make money with this. And again, the point of this all is to teach you what services a business needs start to finish. And so you guys, even if you want to move in a different direction, once you build a residual portfolio and you have some money coming in every month, and you guys are understanding the process of starting a business, you may say, you know what, I want to start a different type of business. I'm learning so much about businesses, and I see different things that people are doing online. Or like when we launched Custom Nutrition, for example, you guys might see Custom Nutrition has a bunch of cool products, and you might say, you know what, I always wanted to start my own company with CBD oils. I always wanted to start my own company, selling whatever, knick-knack, patty wax. It doesn't really matter. There's only so much that can be sold in the world. And so you have services and you have products. And so we're going to be giving you a good array of both. With Custom Nutrition coming aboard, You guys will understand the way that all these things work online, and you guys will also be able to make money with different products. And these products are pretty amazing. The website includes different consultants, very similar to what we're doing now with the business consultants that are able to help business owners. We have consultants that are in different areas of expertise. Some of them for people that are looking to gain weight and muscle mass and all that. Some people that are specialists in meditation and prayer. We have life coaches on there. We have essential oils. We have crystals for people that like to meditate. Different consultants in different areas, and those videos are going to be on there for people that want to make money with products from Custom Nutrition. So you guys will have access to all that as we grow along. So you guys got involved with the ground floor, and some of the reason that the new system is coming out was really because we didn't plan on having sub agents underneath people. Basically, we wanted to give people the best opportunity possible for you guys to be able to make money, right? But we noticed that if we can give these people members underneath them, and that way they can have a little mini sales team, it might speed up the process of people being able to make money. But the truth of the matter is that with any business, if it's really going to work and you're really going to make money, there's going to be a level of work involved. And you guys are going to have to pick what that level of work is that you guys want to put into this and where you want to spend your most amount of time. Is it going to be creating, a web presence? Is it going to be learning how to create funnels like Brandon does to get leads in that way? What is going to be your expertise? Is it going to be enrolling sub agents to get other people enrolled in your team? Is it going to be approaching businesses? So all we can do is basically, bring you to the water. Okay, you guys are going to definitely have to drink the water. We can't force any water down anybody's throat. But if you guys have all these tools accessible to you and all the training videos that we can give you accessible to you, obviously, that's the most amount we can do. Is if you guys have the opportunity to make $1,000 on a business loan, for example, and every business needs money, then you guys get a huge commission, and then you also get a residual commission on all of these different services that they need afterwards, and you guys don't even have to talk to the business owner. So once they're in the door with us, you guys are going to get that commission as long as that business is using that service. Okay, so we're trying to make things as simple as possible for you, and you guys are doing a great job sending leads in. On Wednesday, we're going to go through all the leads that have come in from all the agents so far, which are quite a few now that we're getting going and people are starting to send in leads, and we'll let you know where we're at in the process. And you guys actually in your back office will start to get notes on each lead that we have to input that into our system. As we're going through the leads, our salespeople will go in there and input where we're at on the different leads. Okay, so and that will be done by Keith or John or Noe. They'll input that information. So with that being said, let's go through and answer some questions. And I have to find out. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so I requested the business card template 2 days ago, but haven't gotten a response. Okay, Dave, let me find out about that for you. I'm not in that department, and I know the new system already has the template on it, so I think they're supposed to be taking that template. And let me find out I can actually text them right now. And let me send out a text, and I'll get that answer for you. If you guys don't have a template for business cards, what I can do is give you guys the logo. I can have Noe email the logo out to all you guys. The best way that you can get business cards made, we're going to give you a template. We have one on the new site, but there's a company that's online, and I think business cards are like $20 for, I want to say 100, and you design your own card. You throw the logo on there, so we can give you the logo and we can tell you, what to put on there. And we have a different template as well. Let's see. Oh, Luella. Hey, Luella. You didn't get an email today. Yeah, I think it should have came yesterday, just to let you guys know. I sent the lead on Wednesday via the website. Wayne, I did see yours, Wayne. I called it. Also sent a reminder to the info and email last night. Wayne, I did call that lead. We had someone call it. They didn't answer the phone, but as soon as they do, I think it was Roger or something like that was his name, or I'm not sure. I can actually look it up right now. Let me see, Wayne. And I did see that lead. So let me go into the leads real quick that you sent. And sometimes these people don't pick up the phone. All we can do is leave a message and try to call them again. And it could have been because it was kind of late. Matter of fact, let's do this right now since we're together. Why don't you guys listen to me call some of these leads? I think that would be really interesting for you guys to do. So let's go through some of these leads real quick. And that will be good for you guys to hear how I approach a lead and how my salespeople are trained to do it. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see if Jessica. So Jessica didn't see. So I'm not sure what this business is. And you guys, you definitely want to give us the more information, the better. If we don't know what type of business it is that we're calling, we're kind of going in blind. But let's call Roger. That was actually Jessica's lead. And actually, let's start with Wayne's because I think Wayne's has it's a fence company or something like that. So we actually know what it is. And then you guys can listen to that. And then we'll call Jessica's too. But just so I know on this one, here it is, Wayne. Oh, I actually did. I was sending you, I sent you a response, Wayne. I never hit send. It's still up right now. So I'll just hit send now. But I'll just pull up this lead. So I was actually sending you a response because I was looking at the leads yesterday that were coming in that the salespeople were working on. So we have K-Bet sent in a lead. Andrew's the name on that one, Sustainable Office Solutions. So these are all leads that we'll get to right away. But let's go to, since Wayne's on with us, let's see if his lead answers the phone right now. So let me pull it up and find the lead. And then I can go through a couple of them and see which one answers. And this is a basic idea of what our salespeople are trained to do. So let's see if anybody picks up. It is Saturday, but sometimes it's the best time to call.
Thank you for calling Spinnaker's Custom Cabinets. We're sorry we were unable to answer your call. We would love to build you your dream kitchen, so if you'll leave us a brief message with your name, number, and what we can do for you, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for calling.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, how you doing? This is Alan. I just wanted to touch base with you. If you can give me a call, my number is 602-516-5714. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so you guys notice right there, I didn't leave any information about who I am and what I do. Why? Because if he thinks it's for his business, he's more likely to call me back, right? So if he thinks it's a sales call, now I don't know where Wayne was at with him as far as what Wayne talked to him about, but he may be expecting my call, or he may be a little bit nervous about talking to a salesperson. So either way, it's going to be easier if I leave kind of a message that doesn't say too much. It's going to be more likely that he's going to answer respond to the call, because he may think it's someone that wants to buy a cabinet. So as you guys know, anybody who owns a business, they're going to be a lot more responsive, obviously, to someone that is calling about buying something than they are about spending money. Now, I don't know how far along Wayne got with this gentleman, but if he was expecting my call, he may answer the phone or call me back. But we'll continue to call him and we'll get a hold of him. But let's try K-Bets, and this is Just Right International. And I'm going to have to check that website out to find out what they do. So Just Right International.com. See, what I do is I check out the website of the company, usually find out what they're all about if I don't know. And that way, and here we are, Business Advisory Partners. About us, our team, our mission, our vision. So let's find out about us, our mission. What do these guys do? Okay. Our mission is growth and change. Sounds like a consulting company. We are a business advisory. Okay, great. So this is a company that is probably kind of similar to us in some respects. And and this is why it's good for you guys to message. Let's read the message here. We're interested in working with SEO, web design, web development, computer service, prison and correctional facility, computer consultant and support, database, e-commerce, website, digital, online marketing. Okay, marketing service. So I'm not exactly sure if this lead is needing something from us, because it sounds like they do similar things. So this came from K-Bets. I need to know what they're interested in, just so we can find out. Then we have a landscaping. So this is from KBets, who sent in quite a few leads. Let's try this one. I don't know if these are warm leads. I can't tell from, and I was going to actually send out an email to you if you're on right now, KBets. Let's see, 315-487, but we'll call the lead anyways, and this would be more of a cold call maybe than actually warm call. But let's see, because this one says what they do, which small landscaping company, and we actually have some really cool stuff for landscaping companies. If I show you guys a service that we have, it's really, really cool for their website. So let's see if anybody answers the phone now. And the name is Matthew, is the owner.
Thank you for calling Beach Lawn Care. We are unable to take your phone call at this time. Please leave your name, number, brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is from Matthew. This is Alan. If you can give me a call back, I just had a few questions about your business. So my number is 602-516-5714. If you can give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. So again, I'm just leaving a message with my name so you guys can hear. And again, I'd like to really get a business owner on the phone. So let me see if we can go through yoga. I like yoga. Yoga is awesome. So let's take a look and see if these people. And again, on these leads, you guys, if you in the notes, if you guys can tell me what they're interested in, it's really going to help us with working with them, and that way we can get right into it. So it's Saraswati. I'm gonna mess that one up. Saraswati, I think it is. Nothing worse than getting a business owner's name wrong. So Saraswati Yoga Studio. With no notes on this one. Okay.
Thank you for calling Dharma Yoga Syracuse. We are unavailable to take your call. If you would like further information on the center, please visit us on the web at www.dharmayogасyracuse.com. Or if you would like a return phone call, please leave your name and number after the tone. Om Shanti.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Alan. I just wanted to touch base with Saraswati. If you can give me a call, my number is 602-516-5714. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so again, what I need to know from KBet, and I'm actually going to send you an email back right now if you're not on here right now, is, and I don't know who KBets is. That's the agent that I have here. So is KBets with us? I want to have a restaurant owner I'm going to try calling now. Well, shoot me the number, and we'll actually do a test, and we'll do it right now together. So that way these people can hear. Earlier we had a beautiful winter, and now we're having the worst weather. Okay. Yeah, the weather, you guys need to move to Arizona where it's always sunny and beautiful. I cannot hang on with you guys today. I'm at work. Brandon, what's going on, bud? So yeah, we're just calling through some leads for these guys because you guys always want to hear what goes on with the leads and to show you kind of how we do this. And yes, Jessica, Vistaprint is a great place for business cards. For you guys that want the logo, what I'll do is I'll have Noe email you guys a logo. I think Brandon has it too. Brandon can give you guys the logo. So okay, let's do this. All right, so I'm actually trying to get information on these business cards for you. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if we can get, if you can get me that phone number, And yeah, we have some leads to work on with you, by the way. We actually have a meeting if you want to come by today. We have Marcus is coming by. He's the gentleman from GoDaddy. He's going to be by today. We're actually filming one of the commercials today too. So we're doing some filming today on the commercial. We're also we have a meeting. Carrie and John are here. Carrie's a partner of ours, just so you guys know. She's from Intel. She retired from Intel. We have a big meeting at the house today, so we have a lot of work that we're going to be doing for you guys. We're just updating the new system and putting everything together for you guys. But I want you guys to hear, one of these live leads. So, okay. It looks like we're going to have a template very soon. Let me see. Looks like there's a template ready to go. I know it's on the new site, and I think we're just trying to transfer it over to just send to you guys via email to answer your question about that. No instructions in the Facebook. Okay. All right. So you're going to send that lead in for the restaurant so we can call that one? Let me see. If you want to text it to me, you can just text it to me, Dustin, and I'll call it right now. If not, I have a couple more in here that we can try to call. So let me see if we have some more leads that I can call from you guys from the system. And then actually, let's see. And I'm actually working on another lead for another gentleman who still has not picked up the phone. I'm not sure what he's been up to because I haven't seen him on the webinars either. It's a salon that I haven't been able to get in touch with every time I try to do that. So let me go in here and see if we have more leads from the agents here. So let's take a look because we've contacted some of them. We can't call those again. So let's find ones that let's take a look. This one here? Details. Okay, that's not, is that? Okay, well, if we can get, what I'm going to do is just when I do call these leads, I'm going to record them for you because it looks like I don't really have too many more leads in here that we haven't already contacted. So I'm trying to find in this list here. Let's just do 13. Let's see. This is, yeah, we already tried calling that one. Oh, here's one here that's for, looks like maybe life coach, holistic healing. So, and again, this is K-Bets again. For some reason, I have a feeling that these aren't warm leads, but I'm gonna have to talk to this agent here. I'm not sure who that is, K-Bets. But let's just try anyways and see if anybody's talked to Kathleen here. Kathleen and something andercoaching.com. Let me see, Kathleen FLA Flanders. Kathleen FlandersCoaching.com. Let me actually see if I can pull that website up and see what this is. This looks like it might be a list of business owners that are just pulled up.
Hello, you've reached Kathleen Flanders, and you can leave me your name and number, and I will get back to you soon. Thanks. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done, or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hey Kathleen, how you doing? This is Alan. If you can give me a call back, my number is 602-516-5714. Okay, so I can tell you right now, and I kind of want you to hear even on a cold call, because if you guys approach these leads the right way, the truth is you can turn any lead into a sale. But let me see, here's a good one. Looks like Ethan Macquarie branch I manage. Okay, this looks like a good lead. Oh, who's calling in here? Hello, this is Alan. How can I help you?
Henry Pollock, and I'm on the line here with Susan. I want to want my money back.
What's that? You're on the line with who? Hello? Okay, I'm on a live webinar right now, and actually the office is closed. So I'll give you a call back when we're through, okay? Okay, bye. Okay, so let me go through here. And that was actually someone who signed up who had no idea what they were signing up for. He's an older gentleman. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go through. We have another one that looks real good here. Where was that one? Greg and Terry. Okay, so let's see what this is. This one looks like it might be Ethan McKay, branch manager. Scott Washburn, sales rep, is interested in joining. Okay, so this is someone who's interested in joining, I think, the program. So this is, I don't think it's a business lead, but maybe a referral to get started with the program. So Greg and Terry, emackey@trade.com. Okay, so if that be the case, then we would have to contact that. It's not one that's going to be for business. So let's take a look here at another one. Well, I don't want to waste too much of the time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just record the next couple calls from the sales guys and from myself. That way we can just put them on the webinar. I don't want to waste too much time because it looks like it's going to be kind of tough to, what's this here? Here's one. Let's see. Terry emackey@trade.com. So is this someone who's also interested in joining, or is this a business lead? Interested in joining. Scott Washburn, sales rep, is interested in joining. So this would be someone else who's interested in joining. I mean, I can show you how to approach those too. Do you guys want to hear what it sounds like to get somebody enrolled in here? Or would you guys be more interested in hearing from businesses right now? You guys tell me. And did you text me that number, Dustin? You unchecked the ones without email addresses. You can only send up. That's not from Dustin. Do you want to text me the lead, Dustin? Do you have that available? I have a really warm lead, a customer of mine. Okay, I'll text you his number. Okay, I'm waiting for you to text it. Unless did you text it to the other number here? No, I don't think you did. So let's take a look. So if Dustin texts that in, then we can call it. But if not, and I'm almost inclined. Do you guys want to hear me cold call some businesses real quick and see how we approach them? Or are you guys more interested in, yes, you want to hear that? Anybody else? I need some hands. You guys tell me if you want me to do that. Okay. You want me to do that? Okay, great. So, and if there's anybody else, I mean, if you guys want me to, we can do that during this webinar for a little while, or I can answer some other questions while we have time. It's kind of up to you guys on what you guys want to hear. What I am going to do is I'm going to give you a brief survey that you guys can to ask business owners about. And again, this is going to be okay, you want to hear that? Okay, so this is another way to approach businesses. And again, this is what the difference between a company that's trying to sell something and a company that's really trying to help people. Basically, the way this whole thing works is that, because we're such a helpful business service company, if you guys approach these businesses the right way, you're not going to have any trouble getting them on the phone with us. And that's why I say leave the hard work to us. So I can literally probably go through some businesses and cold call them right now and probably, just let you hear what it's like to talk to a business owner that's unsuspecting, because you guys also can do that yourself. You can call businesses, or you can find business owners online, strike up a conversation online, and it's going to be the same thing when you call them and talk to them about the different things that you can do. So I'm trying to see what types of business I could call right now. And we have leads for days, just to let you know. So I could pull up some business leads. Let me take a look. And I just don't know how long. Sometimes it takes a long time to contact business owners, or anybody for that matter. And sometimes, just to give you an example, when we sell leads to people and we call them on the people's behalf, we have reps. Usually each rep will call about 200 businesses a day and usually set one good appointment for us. So when we call through leads for people, when people purchase marketing from us and things like that, we call through leads. We have to call through, roughly 200 leads a day and maybe get 1 to 2 appointments a day. That's how it averages out. So if you guys were to do that, and you guys were to call leads, I mean, you think about the money that's in that, and because you guys would probably be better at the original people that are actually calling, because they're just using a real simple script, and I can send you that script too of what, just so you can hear that script. You guys probably would be interested in seeing. So this is a script that is used by a company that we pay to call through the leads for our agents to just get them on the phone with us so we can actually have a survey filled out and then get them on the phone with an actual salesperson. So we don't put the actual salespeople on the phone to dial through the leads all day, because it's not, we need the people to maximize their time. So when we do an ad campaign for someone at one of our companies, what they do is they'll call through the leads, and we actually use a company that's not even in this country. They're in Mexico. It's cheaper for us to do that way. But they have a little script that they use. All right. And then I'll read you the script. I'll pull it up right now, an example of one. And let me go to my Gmail and pull up a script so you guys can, and I can actually forward you guys these scripts so you guys have these materials. And again, they're useful tools, but this is called the grunt work. I mean, if you guys did this, if you guys ever, got on the phone and tried to call through a bunch of leads, you'd probably get 1 to 2 appointments a day just like them. But, here's the best part is that, if you were to do that, let's just say you were to get, 1 sale a day, that means that you could you increase your residual income by $100 a day. Now, I'm not recommending that you sit there all day, but it might always, it might be useful for you guys to have these scripts around, because if you were to do that and just get someone on the phone with us and send a live transfer over to us from someone that you get on the phone, that's going to increase your revenue $100 to $200 a month. Maybe you get $300 or $400 upfront, and then a couple $100s a month from that one business. So you have to look at the different ways to approach this. There's ways to do it online. There's ways to call businesses. There's a way to approach local businesses. It doesn't matter how you bring in that lead. Once that lead is yours, it's going to pay you as long as that company is working with us. So that's why, I want you guys to understand that this is a long-term business, because it's a building blocks, because you get paid residually, that you're always going to make more and more money. But I'll read you that script just so you can hear what it is. So got the script, and I can actually have it sent out. So I think it's right here. This is the script right here. Let's take a look. Avatar. Okay. So we have been sent an estimate. Okay. Accepted. Okay. Let's take a look. And let me pull these scripts up. Okay. Let me make this window larger real quick so I can see which one is the script. And I'll read you what it sounds like. We have scripts for business loans. We have scripts for 0% processing. We have scripts for everything. And so that way you guys can literally here we go. So this one is for merchant credit card processing, 0% processing. Here's an example of a front-end script, what we call a front-end script. And I can actually email this out to all of you, so I'll save it. So here's how the script goes. It says, it says at the top, greetings, meaning the person's going to say hello. Then the caller says, hi, can I speak with the person responsible for the credit card processing, please? And then it transfers, it says, Hi, this is so-and-so, so this would be you. Hi, this is Alan calling in regards to your credit card processing. Are you the person that makes the decisions concerning the credit card processing? I'm calling from MAdden. Okay, then the person's going to say whatever they're going to say. It says the main pitch. I'm calling to let you know that recent changes in the law that allow businesses to accept credit cards to stop paying monthly processing fees. Are you currently accepting credit card payments from your customers? And then the person will answer. So it goes through all the different rebuttals and it goes through all the different, so you can hear these are the same things that we're telling you to say, is the same thing that these little scripts say. And like I said, these are the initial callers that make the calls to get people on the phone with closers when we actually work with an advertising campaign. It says, do you accept Visa and MasterCard payments? Okay, great. Let me get an account manager on the phone with us real quick. They can explain how you can eliminate your credit card processing fees. This will only take a second. So as you guys can see, these are people that are sending in live transfers to us from Mexico, just so you understand the way that works. Let's see. So you can see some of the things they're using. There are recent changes in the law that will allow you to accept credit cards and eliminate your payments. Is that something you're interested in? Okay, great. Let me get you on the phone with someone that can help explain the details of this to you. They call it an account manager. That would be like our salesperson. And they send the live transfers to us to close the deals. So again, that's different things that you guys could potentially do if you were calling businesses, but the information that you guys have is much more organized and you have much more, your approach is going to be different because again, you're not approaching them on this one service. But when we call out businesses and we buy leads by the thousands, so we might call through a lead pack of 10,000 leads for someone that we're doing a marketing campaign for, and we have 5 callers that we use, and those 5 callers for one closer, and they'll call through leads all day, and they set about 10 appointments per day for one closer. And all they're doing is reading that script over and over and over again. It gets real redundant. And that's why we didn't want to have you guys like bore you guys or give you guys, just like a pack of leads and have you just call all day, because it's really tedious work and you're going to have better results if you have some kind of connection with the business owner and you're using the approach like in the video that we showed before. But the reason I do want you guys to have those scripts is so that you can hear kind of, the way that people do it in the industry that don't even have any experience at all. These are people they throw them on the phone. They're barely trained. They read through a script and they do get at least 1 to 2 people on the phone every single day, which you could do things that way. And we have access to leads. I mean, you guys obviously have access to Google. Business leads in the phone book is business leads. So any business that you want to call, you can approach that way. But like I told you, what we prefer to have you do is learn, how we do it as professionals rather than just reading some type of script. And there's always a better way to do things, especially with your local businesses. That's why it's actually easier for you guys to walk into your local businesses, strike up a conversation, and then talk to them about what we do. Business owners on the phone can be real iffy. Let me see if I can pull up some leads though. Oh, you sent it. Okay, so let me see. So what phone did you send it to? Dustin. Okay, there we go. Morris Goodman owns a handyman company. I made a quick website for them a few years ago. When you call them, Dustin gave you his info. Okay. You guys have seen vapes before, right? You guys know that I vape. And I quit smoking about, I don't know, it's got to be 3 months now, 4 months ago now. And I vape once in a while. And I'm actually down to 1.5 milligrams of nicotine. I started at 6. I'm down to 1.5 milligrams. So we're doing good. Let's call Morris Goodman and see what Morris has to say so you guys can hear. This is Dustin's lead. And Dustin and I have a couple leads to call. Dustin is a local agent, actually.
Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as the call.
Dustin, that's definitely not the right number anymore. So we're going to need a new number for that one. But I think you have some other leads, and what I'll do is I'll record those when we call them. So if you want to give me a call this weekend, Dustin, we want to definitely get through the leads that you have. So what we're going to do, and Philip, you had a bunch of questions. You were asking questions about a company, if we could get, sounds like billions of dollars, or $1 billion or 10 billion. To answer your question, Philip, if I can go through your texts, I think you asked me a question about quite a bit of money. And I also had a call. I was supposed to talk to Cece, I think, but we missed the times somehow of when we were supposed to talk. So I'm trying to get in touch with you guys about, this money that you guys are needing. And I think there's some confusion on what's going on. So we need, Philip, we need some information from you guys as far as some type of letter of intent from the company that's funding you guys, so we can get you guys some more money quicker. Not healthy to use that, Alan. This, Luella, well, I can assure you, after the experiments that I've seen online, it's about 100 times healthier than smoking a cigarette, from what I've heard. So I'm almost done using this. I would say a couple more months, and hopefully I'll be done with this as well, Luella. But you're right. It's probably not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's got to be better than smoking cigarettes. And the cigarettes are the worst. Okay, so let's see. So Philip, you had some Essence Grow in Sunnydale. So yeah, we can definitely get them on the phone, Philip, if you know somebody down there. And if they already are bringing in money, we can get their file over to one of our lenders, and we can actually find out if we can work with them. It depends on their whole situation. So I'll get them on the phone with our bank. And same thing with you guys. We need to get some information from you, Philip, or from Cece. So if you can get me some more information, or you want to call me, tomorrow would be a good day to call me. We're going to be in meetings all day today, but tomorrow I'll be available to talk to you. I want to get Cece on the phone because I know you guys are looking for some money, and you guys, I actually, we set up a call for the other day, and for some reason we were unable to connect. But Cece can call me directly too. Philip, you can give him my number to give me a call anytime on the weekend. I'm available. So let's take a look. We're winding up down the hour here. I think what a better idea for us to do, rather than sitting here and you guys, me cold calling businesses, as much as I don't mind doing that, I'll do a few. I just don't know how we're going to get. Let me go through and pull up some leads and see if I can pull some of the leads that we have. And these are just random business leads that we buy in bulk by the millions. Literally, we buy leads, probably about $1 million at a time, and we get a really good deal on them for buying them that way. And they're processing, over $20,000 a month. And then we have people call these leads all day long. This is when we do paid marketing campaigns. But I don't want to waste too much time because it could take as long as 20 minutes just to get one person on the phone, especially on a Saturday. But let me see if I have a lead file that I can pull up and see if we can get someone on the phone real quick so you can hear a cold call. So let me go through and see if I can pull some up. And if we can get someone on the phone real quick, that's great. But I prefer probably just to record ones so you guys can hear one that I get on the phone after I get it on the phone, so you guys don't have to watch me and listen to me talk to 5,000 answering machines before I get someone on the phone. And sometimes that's how long it actually takes. It might take a half hour to get one person on the phone. And that's the thing. If you guys are going to be calling leads and doing anything like this, we're more than happy to give you scripts to do it. But the truth is that it's time consuming. But once you get those accounts set up, they're your accounts forever. So it's well worth it. But let me see if I can get. Okay, so this would be Richard. Let's go with this lead file here. I think we have Richard sent me some lead files a while back. Nationwide. Let's see. We got Richard Dennis. Okay, let's see if this one is open. Order sheet, and let's see what we got here. See if I can open this up. It's in a zip file. Can't open that one. Let's say unzip it. Let me go back here. Okay, so and Carrie and John are back. You can hear all the noise in the background there. So give me a sec here. I'm looking for an open lead file here. Okay, let's see. Here we go. So here's an open lead file that we can take a look at. And since we were actually supposed to, and give me one sec, and let me pull this open, see if I can. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be, what I'm going to do for you guys is this. I'm going to record, because these lead files, I have to unzip them, it looks like, too. And I would have to get them sent over from John after he unzips them. So not only that, but on a Saturday, what I don't want to do is have you guys on a webinar all morning and have you guys watching me cold call businesses. But how about I do this? What I'll do is we'll record the calls, the next few phone calls that we do. As I told you, we're going to start doing. So we're going to go through. I'll start recording all the calls, and I'll record them and put them on a YouTube video for you guys. That way you guys can hear the way that we approach businesses on the phone. I think that will help you guys. And then also we want to show you how we approach businesses in person too, which we did an example of that on that webinar for you guys. But you know, more so than not, what the basic thing I want to explain to you is that there's about 1.5 million ways to doing this. Whether you do it online, whether you do it on the phone, whether you do it, you know, approaching businesses. We're going to give you all of the different ways to be able to set the businesses up. What I would like to do is get, you know, some larger commissions in here and for you guys, and to give you guys, you know, the opportunity to start really building the business. That way you guys can see how easy everything really is. So I think the commercial is really going to help you a lot, and you guys are going to be able to see once you guys are able to launch that commercial. And Brandon and I are putting together some webinars to show you how to use your own funnel so you guys can actually get your own leads in the door. It's about to get real loud in here. So we have a bunch of people coming in the door for a meeting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for now. And what we can do is you can give me a call, Dustin, and we can go through a few different things. And then as far as your leads, and then as far as you guys, what you want to do is log on Wednesday, and we'll go through. We should have all the business card stuff and all that, the templates we can give to you on Wednesday. And let me see the date, what Wednesday's date is. So Wednesday's the 30th. So right around the corner from that, you guys are going to have a new system. And that new system, we have a very complex system that may not be all done by the first, but a lot of the training videos and things like that will be available to you. And then the way that you input, we'll have the commercial ready for you and things like that. So we'll talk about all that Wednesday. But do we have any questions before I leave right now? Any general questions that I can answer for you? When I approach a potential credit card processing customer, the first question they ask is, how does the credit card company make money with 0% processing fees? That's a great question. Let me get my partner on the phone and he'll go over all the details with you. All I know is that it completely eliminates your side of the fees. Obviously, there's still money made. Let me get my partner on the phone. Okay, let us explain how that works. Of course, there's money made. That's how you guys are making a residual. That's why you want to send a live transfer to us so that we can go over the details with the business owner about how 0% processing works. Okay, do I need to re-enter the other leads I had? I would just in case. Oh, and Dustin's calling in. Dustin, what's going on? Oh, you do? He's on the line right now? Do you want to jump him on the line? Okay, so that way we can play that. See, perfect timing, guys. So.
One second. Here's another customer. 1 second. Let me get this.
Okay, yeah. So Dustin's gonna jump someone on the line for you guys. He's and Dustin just went down the line. You guys can hear. This is a lead. These are Dustin's leads of some local businesses that he approached, and he's about to get one on the phone, so you guys can hear us go through one. Okay, so let's wait for Dustin to get someone on the phone here, and let me grab a pen and paper so I can actually take down some information. Okay, so we'll give Dustin a minute. And what I'm going to do, like I said, for you guys, I'm going to give you guys the same information that we go through with a business owner. It's a little survey, and you guys are more than welcome to use it. And we're going to give it to you on Wednesday. And it's a little survey of questions, non-evasive questions that we ask business owners. So you're going to hear me go through some of those questions right now. Oh, here comes Dustin. Hey, Dustin, how are you?
Hey, sorry about that, Alan. Okay, let me try connecting Morris now.
Okay,
He's
great.
traveling, so kind of a spotty area. So let me try connecting him. 1 second.
Okay, great. So hopefully you guys can hear this, and this is an actual lead that Dustin's working on right now.
If I can find his number. Here we go. All right, 1 second, guys.
Okay. And so obviously on any lead, you guys want to gather as much information as possible, which would be first and last name, email address, any phone numbers they have, their website, and then of course what they're interested in. Is it 0% processing? Is it a loan? Is it a web presence? Things like that.
Okay, so he's in a spotty area. He's traveling from up north, Prescott, to somewhere else. So he's in a spotty area. So
Okay.
he's going to voicemail. So
Okay.
But I'll keep trying, and I'll connect to you, Alan. I'll give you a call if I can ever get him on the line. It might not be on the webcast here, but
okay. Well, what you can do, just why don't you get him when he's actually, when he's in a place that he can stop at, and that way we can talk to him when it's best. And so if he's, going to be later in the day, maybe more available when he's going to be stopped, that would be good. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Okay, great.
All right, perfect.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, so guys, and so on a live transfer, that's all you guys need to do. You guys all have cell phones. You guys can all call directly in through, there's a live transfer button, or you can just call Keith, or you can call me, or you can call John. So you can call this number as well and just connect us to a business owner. And when you're right in front of someone is the easiest time, obviously, to get them on the phone with us because they're right there. And that's why sending in leads, if you schedule, so on the leads, what you want to do when you send in the leads, you definitely want to put the best time to contact that person in your notes. So ask them, hey, what time, and give you 1 sec. I'm sorry, guys. Can you give me 1 sec? Okay, so what you want to do is put the best time to contact the lead on there. Is the more information you can give us, the better. In the notes, you might want to put their website. You want to put the service that you talked to them about. If it's a loan that they need, that way we know what we're talking to them about. The more information we have, the better off it's going to be for us to be able to talk to these people. Okay. And just to remind you guys, what we don't need is we don't need a phone number out of a phone book, because obviously we could do that. And that's what when people purchase leads from us that we contact on their behalf, that's what we do, is we buy leads in bulks of 100,000, 200,000, 10,000, 5,000. The more that we buy, the better deal we get. So we try to get people to put up a healthy amount of money with us. We can buy more leads with that money, and then people pay for the man hours. They're actually paying for our people to do exactly what they do, and for us to close the deals, and we split the commission with them that way. So that's stuff that you guys can get into once you start making money with us. There's different marketing options where we actually call through leads, but that takes money. So right now what we want to do is get you guys making commissions, whether it be online, whether it be from getting agents underneath you as sub agents and helping them get on the webinars and getting through the training. And that's why I say the new system and the commercial is going to enable you guys to get sub agents underneath you. But me and Brandon had a talk the other day. I don't want you guys to become fully dependent on having someone else do all your work. How do we know if our leads have been called? That's a great question, Jimmy. You can always call me directly and then ask me. So on your leads, Jimmy, I'm looking through the system and I'm wondering, did you send them in through what is your name on what is your email address? And I can tell you if your leads have been contacted. We're actually going to put a list up, by the way, of the agent leads, so you can see where we're at with all of your leads, especially you guys are on this webinar right here. So you guys can see where we're at on each lead, because we contact all the leads that come in pretty much, we try to contact them right away. But if for some reason none of our salespeople got to them that day, then we go through all of them. But there was some trouble with the system for a minute there. So what I need to know, Jimmy, is which leads were yours. And let me pull up your email address here. And see, I'm going to have to go through. Why don't you do this, Jimmy, is that I'm going to give you you guys can have Keith's number, and I think I put it out in the last webinar. What I want you to do is Keith is actually going to work with you guys on your leads to initially make contact with them. So you can call Keith on this number right here. If you guys send in a lead, all right, what you want to do is follow up with a phone call to us, just in case. They seem to be coming through fine now, but on leads that you guys send in, I want you to call Keith, and then after you send in a lead, call Keith, let him know that that lead came in so we can make sure that it's in our database. Everything should be in there. It seems like everything's working fine now, but you guys remember a minute back they were updating the system, and we're not sure if we missed any leads. So if you can do me a favor, anybody who sent in a lead, anybody, Philip, Jimmy, call Keith. That's his number right there. After you send in the lead, and then he'll check to make sure it's in the system, and then we'll get it contacted right away. And the best way to do it again is a live transfer right in front of the business owner. But if you guys are sending it through the system, call Keith afterwards to make sure that we're doing that. Okay. So I think we're going to end with that. And what I want you guys to do right now is, again, hopefully you guys are making lists of all the people that you know that may be interested in making money from home, then all the people that you know that own businesses or friends of people that own businesses, and we're going to start cultivating that list and start working with those people first. So what we can do is you can start making lists of all the people that you know that own businesses or have family members that own businesses. Those are obviously the leads that we want to contact first. And what you want to do is you want to start contacting Keith and start working on those leads. We'll start telling you, how to approach these people. We did that on that last webinar about talking about, hey, I got set up with this company that kind of helps businesses start to finish with everything that they do. They're a consulting firm, and they actually help businesses to save money on processing, get them money for loans, help them with their overall web presence. And I know that you guys own a business, and so what I wanted to do was just get you on a phone for a free consultation. That way they can go over the information with you and find out if any of the services that you might be interested in. That's the best way to approach people that you know about what we do, is you want to get them on the phone with a completely free consultation. It's non-invasive. That way we can gather information from them and help them with the different services they might need. So there's Keith's number right there. You can contact him anytime. He pretty much always answers the phone. And if you have a lead that you sent through the system, Jimmy, and you're not sure if it got contacted, call Keith. Ask him, say, hey, Alan told me to call you just to make sure my leads are being called. Here's the lead information. And you can, resend it to us, and you can always, resend it through the system. But we should have all your leads. I'm not sure how many you sent in, Jimmy. How many did you send in? And what is your, and what we're going to start doing is we're going to respond inside the notes section on your leads. Now that the system has it's working properly, you guys should get a response from us that we're working on the lead. Okay, and it looks like Jimmy, I don't know if he's typing or not, but yeah, call Keith, and that way we can make sure that all your leads are being worked on. All right, and we have quite a few that we are working on, just to let you guys know. Okay, do we have any other questions before I get off the webinar? Okay, so Wednesday, we'll see you guys on Wednesday, and we'll go through. Hopefully we'll have the commercial will be coming real soon. We may even have it by Wednesday for you guys, but we need to develop a link for you guys. And what we really want to do is have the commercial bring in new sub agents for you. So that's the point of that commercial. And then we want to develop some other commercials that you can launch out there for the business services as well. And that would be similar to a funnel. So we're going to do some videos on funnels for you and how they work. And that's how Brandon's getting in leads right now. And it's going to be a really great way for you guys to develop income right away. So you guys all know that for live transfers, you can call Keith right there. You guys have my number, most of you. Call Keith, and then we'll get the lead. I'm also on Wednesday going to give you this short little questions that you can put on, and basically in the notes, you can ask these questions and put these questions in the notes. Okay, Luella, in our back office, in the training videos, it says coming soon. Okay. Dave Maliska, how do we check leads that we purchased? Okay. If you had a lead campaign that you purchased, then you need to call in to this number right here. I mean, you can call no, you can call the 877 number, and we had just started contacting leads 2 weeks ago. So those campaigns, there's actually a system that you can log into that has all your leads. So did you? So what we can do, Dave? Do you have my number, Dave? And you can call me at that number I just right there. Call me after this webinar, and I can go through that information with you. Do you? Is what coming February 1st, Luella? The training videos? Is that what you're asking, Luella? Okay. So for February 1st, just to let you know, we have a new system that's being built out. We're trying to get it launched by February 1st. It's looking like it's going to be, it's a lot to do. However, though, you'll have the commercial, okay, and you'll have a lot of features on there. So we'll be able to get people, members underneath you and all that good stuff. But there's going to be things that we're going to be adding to the system after that. So it's a very complex system that makes things a lot easier for you. And once it's done, it'll be a completely new operating system for you guys. It's just that there's a lot of work the developers are working on. We have like, I don't know, I want to say 6 or 7 developers working full time to get this new system, and they're doing a bunch of testing on things. So Dave, yeah, call me. You can call me right after this webinar, Dave, on that number, and we can talk about any marketing campaigns or anything like that, okay? So we'll end with that. Luella, to answer your question, I think you're talking about training videos and things like that. If the stuff in the back office is coming soon, yes, that is a lot of the training stuff, but you actually have a new system that looks a little bit different in the back office. Okay, yeah, the back office looks a little bit different. So, okay, that's going to be it for now, and we'll talk next week, okay, on Wednesday. So make sure you're there Wednesday, 6 o'clock our time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, guys?